If you're sewing on knit fabric, you need a stitch that has stretch. Otherwise, if you just sew a straight stitch and it stretches, it will break those stitches. You'll hear an awful pop. I remember that at a very young age. So you do have stitches that are in the purple area. Those are all stretchable stitches. And if you were going to be accessing them, you change the stitch length to where it says stretch, go all the way to the end, and then you have purple stitches instead of the white stitches. But let me just show you a stitch. We're going to just use stitch G, make the stitch length really short, and the stitch width right up here, very narrow. Set your needle position to be center. That could be left or right as well. But just, I'm at like 1.5, so a really narrow and short zigzag. And then as I stitch, have the IDT engaged because that's going to help keep everything nice and even and not get stretched out while you're sewing. And then when you do bring this up, look at that really pretty stitch, and it has the give, and it all comes back into a nice shape there. So, and of course, don't forget, put a ballpoint needle in. That's going to make a huge difference so that fabric isn't cut where you've actually stitched. So just depending on what you're doing, there are other stitches that kind of stitch over the edge. Those are great too. Remember, stitch out all your decorative stitches and utility stitches so you really see what kind of stitches are in this fabulous machine.